Okay, good morning, everybody. My name is Cy Maroon. I'm with the City of Peoria Public Works. I'm the Superintendent of Operations. And wanted to welcome everybody in for this year's 2018 Mayor Youth Program. And so really what you're in for today is you're in for a lot of information. We just want you to take that information in, absorb it, digest it, and it'll all come to fruition as you see these next eight weeks, I should say, come together. So, how the morning is going to go this morning is I'm going to introduce a few of the speakers here, and they will have their comments and words for you. And then there's another portion of the morning that we'll get into a little bit later on that gets into the logistics of all the things that you guys will need to do. And if you've got an agenda, you'll see how that's broken out. But anyway, as I said, we're going to have a few speakers here, but in the interim, we're gonna watch a video from previous.
We've really come a long way, both in terms of the program itself, the opportunities that are going to be provided to you this summer. This is going to be a good opportunity to learn over the summer too, not just to provide service back to our community, but also to learn a lot. You'll get exposed not only to what the folks in the Public Works Department do, but what a lot of the other people that work for the city do. I just hope that that are going to be provided to you this summer. This is going to be a good opportunity to learn over the summer too, not just to provide service back to our community, but also to learn a lot. You'll get exposed not only to what the folks in the Public Works Department do, but what a lot of the other people that work for the city do. I just hope that it provides you with not just another line to put on your resume, but it also provides you with a really good understanding of what it is that city does at the grassroots level to make our community stronger.
You're representing much larger than your families, your friends, your schoolmates. You're representing the whole city of Peoria as a community. Everything that you do is vital to your future. And you guys have a tremendous opportunity here to work for the city of Peoria. Be honest with you, I wish I could have said I worked for the city of Peoria when I was in high school. That would be I work here now and I'm grateful for that. But to say that I did it starting out in high school, putting it on the resume, that's huge. That is very big.
What was your favorite part of the Mayor's Youth Program?
My favorite part was definitely getting to know a bunch of different people that I wouldn't have met otherwise.
What are you going to be able to take from this program?
Something that I take from this program is there's definitely a lot of need for integrity. No one's going to really force you to do your work if you're not doing it. It's about you doing it even when people aren't watching.
Since this is your first year in the program, what you thought it was going to be, did it turn out the way you thought it was?
No, it was kind of different. I thought it was going to be like kind of boring and hard work. I knew it was going to be hard work, but like I didn't think it was going to be that fun and meeting new people and stuff.
What was your worst part of the program that you felt?
Probably the picking up trash part, but my group leaders and the other people in my group made it fun.
What was your favorite part of the program?
Going on the tours and helping us get ready for like what we wanted to do when we got older.
I think that it really helps that we got put into groups with people that aren't in our school because when I first came in, I thought that I would only want to be with Richwoods people, but when they put me with people from Central and Manual, they were actually really cool people, and it was a great time. So.
The cooperation, because as you work together, you build together, you get to learn each other a lot, and you'll see strengths and weaknesses that we can fix and basically make your team better and faster at what you're supposed to do.
My favorite thing to do was to go on the tours on Thursday because we got to visit a lot of different career sites and see all about new jobs that I never would have experienced or actually went on or even thought about doing in my life. And what I disliked the most was probably doing mulching, picking weeds, because it hurts my back.
Okay. You feel like, did you get a lot of family atmosphere out of this from the leaders to the team?
Yeah,
So,
you can tell that they
that's
really
a
care
little
about
bit
your
of an
well-being,
insight.
and you
Oh,
can't,
I'm sorry.
that's not something you always get from adults. Not everybody's going to look out for you, especially not in school, but outside of school, it was kind of different. So, yeah, definitely.
So that's a little bit of an insight of what you'll be seeing this summer for the next 8 weeks. It's a little bit of what went on last year. That was just a touch of what went on last year in last year's program. And so you have an opportunity here to put a stamp on the program this year with you coming in and doing the things that you do the way you do them. And so we're really looking forward to that taking place this summer. So going further into the program here, there's a couple of people who couldn't make it with us today, very vital to the program. But we have a couple of replacements for them that are going to stand in and do their part. So the first person I'd like to introduce is Councilman Sid Ruckriegel. He is standing in for Mayor Jim Ardis, who you saw just a few minutes ago on the video. And this program actually begins there. It begins with the mayor, and it works its way on down through the process, and then that's where we all come in and we put it together. So I'd like for you to welcome Councilman Sid Ruckriegel.
Thank you, and I think you're extremely correct in your comments that there is no way that I could stand as a replacement for Mayor Jim Ardis on this, because back in 2008, when Mayor Ardis first had the idea of a Mayor's Youth Corps, he saw the potential of what an impact really could have on our future leaders. And I think it was from that idea that we've seen the strength of this program grow. I hear that the application pool from this year was the largest ever, and I think that says a lot about the program over those 10 years. I want to thank all those partners that have helped make this possible. The school district through their pathways, our public works department, and the city. But I think the real thank you goes to each and every one of you that's going to be part of this program, because that's where real change is going to happen. There's going to be impact in 3 big areas. One, this 8-week course program is unlike any other summer job that I've ever heard about, because this is going to be an 8-week program where you're going to be able to be exposed to really some very important pieces of our public works system, but you're also going to have the ability to go out and see some of the businesses and behind the scenes sort of things that happen within our city, and through some great companies that most people never get a chance to be exposed to. And I think that is a great opportunity. And there's going to be an impact in there for you to be able to grow and to see and sort of develop what you'd like to be able to do. But there's an impact on your friends that are not in the program, because each and every day you get to take what you've seen, what you've learned, how you feel about those things that you've been exposed to, and be able to take that to your friends. But then the third is the community. And I think that's the real strength also of this program, because we say all too often, and I'm sure you've heard it, that the youth are our future. But you are our leaders today, tomorrow, and forthcoming. And you're going to be exposed to various parts of the city where you're going to see we can maybe do things better, make changes, and you're forever going to have that impact to be able to come and speak to us. You're going to be able to be part of the process because you've seen the process firsthand. And I look forward to, whether it be through our public hearings portion, whether when you stand up to serve on commissions or city council or local government, wherever you find to be able to take that voice, that is going to be something that you're going to have that piece of impact for the rest of your life. I can't say how proud I am of each and every one of you for taking the time to be able to go through this 8-week process, this course. This really is, as we saw through the film, one of those things that I don't think words can truly do justice to, because whether it be your leadership by Demetrius Edwards and his team leaders, we're going to see a real one-on-one impact. And I can't wait until the end of July, being able to come back and hear about the experiences that you say that were the most impactful for you, and also to those things that you didn't sort of anticipate whenever you went through. So from myself, from the council, but most importantly from the mayor, because the program is nearing a decade. And that's 10 years of the mayor having a vision for the city, knowing that the youth are our future, and really dedicating our resources and our partnership to be able to put those words into action. So thank you. Have a great summer, and I can't wait to see you at the end of the 8 weeks.
Well, thank Councilman for that. So our next speaker is here also. District 150, or Peoria Public Schools, District 150 is a major player in this program. Obviously, that's where the program actually starts. It starts with you guys and the team leaders and the coordinators. So it's a great partnership, as Councilman alluded to. The partnership that we develop here is vital to this program. And to come up next is going to be Dr. Alexander Ikejaku, who will be here to speak for Dr. Sharon Demoulin-Karat, who is a big supporter of this program. So we want to welcome Dr. Ikejaku.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. That's much better. Sai gets kudos for pronouncing my last name very well, because it's a challenging last name, Ikejaku, and so people cheat by saying Dr. Ike. So thank you very much for doing that. As Mr. Rockrigal said, our superintendent was unable to make it here, and I am really never a replacement for her, just like Mr. Rockrigal said that he's not a replacement for the mayor. Because those of you who know Dr. Karat, she's very passionate about the work she does, and a champion for all of our students. So I'm delighted to be here to support this program on her behalf. It is an example of the saying that we're all accustomed to, that it takes a village to raise a child. So this is the city government's effort, trying to help the school district, whatever skills, soft, hard, technical, or otherwise, that we're working with the school students on. The city is helping to bring that to life with this program. So we thank the mayor and thank the city government for having this program. The superintendent wanted me to convey a particular message to you today, that you're here because you have beat out several other contestants who applied for this program. I understand anywhere in the neighborhood of 120 applicants, maybe more, but that you bubbled up to the top and are here today to be part of this program. And so you ought to be very proud and pleased about your accomplishments for making it to up to this point. She also wants me to tell you to try and save at least 30% of the earnings you're going to make from this summer program, because everything starts with savings and planning for the future. And as I was watching the video that played a few moments ago, where a student was asked, what's the least favorite part of the program? And I think they said it was the mulching and the picking up the trash and so forth. I'm here to tell you there is dignity in any and every type of work. So no work should be looked down upon. You're looking at somebody who, coming up from high school and college, who did it all. I mean, I did trash, restroom cleanup, bus tables, etc. And I stand before you today to tell you that it helped mold who I am today, to make it up to the level that I am today. So I want you to approach this work with that in mind, put your heart and mind to it, and be the best in whatever you choose to do. So with that, I again convey the superintendent's greetings to you. Thank the mayor again and the city council for making this an annual wonderful event. Have a great summer. Enjoy.
Well, thank you, Dr. Ike. So the agenda is going to change just a slight bit here. Before I bring up the next speaker, I'm going to introduce to you the person that is responsible for making this happen for us on an annual basis. And although he's not on your agenda today, we've got Mayor Jim Ardis here to say a few words for you guys.
Good morning, everyone. I apologize, I'm a few minutes late. I happen to be in a really pretty cool meeting right downstairs with a group of people from across the state that are here to talk about an international trade task force that the governor put together. So it's talking about the importance of Illinois, and actually Illinois is in the top 5 states in our country in terms of exporting products to other places around the world. So we're talking about opportunities that our local businesses may have. Some are already doing some international trade, some are interested in it, but it's a very important meeting, and we're really proud to be hosting this group from across the state to do this. But in terms of this program and what we're doing, let me just tell you how excited we are to have this group that's actually a little bit larger than we've had in the past to be able to participate. I'm sure that Councilmember Ruckriegel and the others have talked a little bit about where this program has come and where it's going, but thanks to Cy Maroon and Scott Reese and others in the Public Works Department, we've really expanded the opportunities that you're going to have this summer working for us. So it's not just going to be, get together and go out there and pick up litter and maybe take care of some weeds and other things in the community. It really does have a strong education component to it too. So you also have the opportunity not just to learn about the city of Peoria and what we do in Public Works and some of the other departments, but really explore other areas that fit into this whole scheme of that can give you a great idea on what we do, plus maybe an idea on what you might want to do as a career. So thank you very much to all of you for getting registered and getting selected to participate in the program. The second most exciting part of this program, for me at least, is at the end of the summer when we kind of have the closing component to it, is to be able to hear some of the stories about what your experiences were this summer, some of the things that really you felt like really added to you and to your experience, and maybe gave you some ideas on how you want to continue, not just in school, but in a potential career. So we look forward to hearing about those things. Sorry, I can't stay up here for the rest of the program, but I got to go back downstairs for the other meeting. But best of luck this summer. Our communications director, Stacy, told me that I believe you all are going to be over at City Hall on Thursday doing a tour of our historic City Hall. So hopefully if I'm in, I'll have another chance to say hi on Thursday. But best of luck this summer. We're really fortunate. We probably couldn't get anywhere near this high quality caliber of students if it weren't for the help of Peoria Public Schools. I also need to put a quick thanks out to all the people who are mentoring you this summer, making sure you stay safe, but also provide that good learning opportunity for you. So everybody, have a great summer and good luck.
Okay, well that was pretty nice that he could show up for you guys today. Having the mayor in our presence is really good. It's impactful because this is his program, and we want you guys to really take this serious. Don't take it for granted. We want you to really take this in. This is going to be a great ride for you for the next 8 weeks. I know it's all new today, and you're probably wondering, you're on edge, wondering what's going on, but I can tell you it's going to be a good deal for you. As I said in the video earlier, I wish I could have been saying that when I was 17, 18 years old, so take advantage of it. But anyway, let's move on. I'm going to bring up the next person is our stormwater engineer, and her name is Andrea Klopfenstein, and she is actually new to the program this year. This program has fallen into Public Works for all 10 years or so that it's been a part of our work program. But it's moved from operations, which is my division, to stormwater engineering, which is Andrea's division. So Andrea is going to be another partner that's going to play a role in this program. And we want to bring up and welcome Andrea Klopfenstein.
Thanks. I'm honored to be here and to be part of your program. It's an exciting program. And if watching that video, I'm super excited to be part of it this year. Staff and your team leaders are very excited about the start of this year, but I can imagine that even after watching that video, you guys are kind of a little nervous and unsure about what's going to happen. We hope the summer will be fun, most importantly. Some of the activities you will be doing will be weeding, gardening, picking up litter, planting trees, things like that will be outside. It's going to get hot. It is always hot in the summer. And who knows, you might even get caught in a rainstorm. Think about those things, those stories you can tell us at the end of the year as you're enjoying them as they happen. You'll also have the opportunity to meet lots of people. You'll get to go and view career opportunities and meet people who are working in various occupations. You'll also get to meet community members. When you're out on a site, people might come up to you and say thank you and tell you a good job that you're doing. You'll also have the opportunity to meet other team members, people from other schools that you might not have had the opportunity to meet. We hope that through this program you build a lasting relationship of some kind, whether it's a friendship, a mentor, or who knows, maybe you'll meet a future coworker or even a boss. We also want you to know that your work is important. Mulching and weeding might seem like a small task, but it makes a big difference. When you go out to a site, I'd like to encourage you to take a minute and just look around when you first get there. Then do your work and take another moment to look at the impacts of the work you've done. I think the first few times you do it, you'll be surprised at how big of a difference that mulching and weeding makes to our community. Take pride in your work. You really are beautifying your community. Share what you're doing with your friends and your family. When you drive around town, point out the locations that you've been working and tell them what you've been doing. The next few weeks are going to fly by. Before you know it, this will be the end of the season, and we'll have our wrap-up. We hope you have a great summer, learn a lot, and make some relationships. Good luck. Thanks.
Okay, before I bring up the next individual to speak to you guys, I just want to say a few words myself. So over the years that this program has been in place, I've been able to be a part of it coming out of the operations division. I've been able to work with the team leaders and the coordinators over the years, and some of our other staff, as Jan Little has been a big part of it. Stephanie Stapleton has been a huge part of it. And so anyway, I've been able to work with them, and we've been able to put together the program to take you guys over the next 8 weeks. And we will still take part in that, and I look forward to that on an annual basis. I look forward to being able to put together the programs and work with your coordinators and team leaders to make this work. And I'll be working with Andrea now. But anyway, just one of the things that I'd like to say about this program is it has evolved over the years, and it's evolved into a lot of different things because of the individuals that come in. It's not one set way or one set thing that happens that identifies you or identifies your group. It's what you do, that you put your stamp on it, that identifies you and your group. And every year we get to watch the videos at the end and hear, as the mayor was talking about, some of the stories and some of the impact that it's had on your lives. And that's one of the things that we look forward to. And I really do, because there's been growth. There's so much growth from today to what we'll see, how we see you guys handle yourself and how you're talking, how you're speaking, how you're working with the public over the next 8 weeks. It's a tremendous opportunity for you guys. We just hope that you don't take it for granted, and just be serious about what you do. Remember who you're representing. You're representing yourself, you're representing your family, you're representing the city of Peoria, the council, the mayor, Peoria Public Schools. I mean, you're representing a lot of folks. That's not to put pressure on you. That's just to say that there's a lot of support for you, and there's a lot of support in what you're doing. Okay, this is to kind of set the foundation for your career path, and this whole career pathways that you'll be a part of. Pretty amazing stuff that goes on Thursdays. Some of the things that you'll get to witness and observe will help maybe shape in your thoughts and your ideas about what you might want to do in the future. And we've seen these things come about. We've seen things that have happened with some of your previous co-workers and fellow students have come out of this program changing their minds and thinking about what they want to do differently and how they want to have an impact on this community. So we encourage that. There's one other thing that I could say for you as you go into the next 8 weeks is find one thing that you're inspired by, and whether it be an individual, whether it be a team leader, whether it be whoever it may be. Maybe somebody that you come across out in the public as you're working. But find that inspiration and drive towards it. And that will help you set your pace and where you're going and how you're going to go about it. But anyway, who's going to take on that role will be your team leaders, your mentors, and your coordinator. And speaking of your coordinator, I'm going to bring him up now and have him come up and say a few words. This is one other thing I wanted to say about your group and about your team. There is a tremendous amount of support that comes from, I believe there's 4 team leaders and 4 or 5 mentors. But anyway, along with Demetrius Edwards, Coach Michi here, you guys, you couldn't put together a team. You know about the NBA draft and the NFL draft and all the pro sports, how they draft? Well, they get to pick and choose. I don't think you guys could have picked and chose a better team than what's here today. This group that Coach Michi is leading is outstanding. I'm telling you, outstanding, and that's what I mean. It is top notch, and they will take care of you. They will listen to you. They will help you. We want you to take advantage of their time, okay? If you've got something to talk about, if there's some issues, we want you to bring it forward to these guys and ladies. Amy's back there. So I really take that advantage of the next 8 weeks. You've got tremendous support right here not to mention all the other support that's coming from the community. Okay? So I'm going to have Coach Michi say a few words, and then we'll start to move along the program, because I do talk, and I do talk a lot. So, Coach Michi.
Yes, sir. Good morning, everyone. I have 4 leaders back there, awesome individuals. Been knowing a lot of them for a long time. They come here each and every summer. Last couple of summers, Mr. Coleman was there when I first started, but 3 years ago. Disappeared and came back to us. Mr. Dixon, Demarius Dixon. Stand up as I call you guys' name. Steve Turner, I tell this every year, that was my old grade school coach. Amy Denson. Now, those 4 there are the ones going to make sure everything goes well. I mean, I look good at the end of the day, but those are the ones that make everything go around, okay? You guys have a great opportunity. I mean, you really, really do. You guys get an opportunity to look at your community in a different manner. Miss Abel came to me this morning, Miss Mabel's rather, and I was outside just talking a little bit, and she kind of told me, Coach Meach, man, I thought I should start weed picking a little earlier. She takes a little tour around the community and sees certain things that she worked on, and she was able to identify those things with her parents and her friends and everyone else in her circle. So it is a great opportunity for you guys, and I'm really honored to be able to be your leader. I mean, not only is it an honor, but it's a great accomplishment. You know, I've always worked with kids since, man, for at least about 20 years now. I think it's just great. I really do. You know, I have my little ones. I think it makes me a better parent, being a basketball coach, a girls coach. A lot of people I used to do the boys, so I've always been around kids, so it's made me grow as an individual. So when you guys have any issues, any problems, feel free to come and speak to me. I have no problem. I see a lot of familiar faces out there that knows me as Coach Meach. Some of you probably seen me on the sideline. You had other opposing schools. But I'm a good guy. I'm all about winning. I'm a competitor. So when I go around, check your sites, yeah, I might come, yeah, we need to get that done. And I don't have a problem getting my hands dirty. I'm not that type. I like to be hands-on. So we're all going to work together. It's not just, oh, he's the boss. No, I'm going to go tell you what you need to do, and I'm going to also show you what you need to do. Okay? So just enjoy the summer. Let's just have fun together. As you guys watch the video, they talked about hard work and having fun, and that's what it's all about. When you guys go off to college and you grow as an individual, man, this experience here alone is going to take you a long way. So enjoy these moments. Take it serious, though. Okay, I'm tough on time. You late, we gone. Okay, so make sure you understand that. We don't have phones out, but keep your headphones, leave them at home. Don't bring them. Because we're giving you instructions. I don't want you to miss any of that. It's so important. We're always worried about safety also. Okay, those are things we'll talk about a little bit more tomorrow. But just take it serious. Enjoy the summer. Thank you.
Well, that's the first portion of the program here, of the ceremony, to get it kicked off with the speakers that we've had. We have another presentation. Is Brent Baker here? Okay. But anyway, if you would give a round of applause to all the guest speakers that were here today. Really want to thank them for their time and taking time out of their day to help get this kicked off. You guys are in for a tremendous ride, I can tell you that. And this is another part of the program that is really going to be interesting to you guys, so we will have this presentation take place now.
Hi. Well-deserved vacation right now, so I'm filling in for him. But yeah, I'm from the Greater Peoria Economic Development Council, and I'm here to tell you about some of the exciting career development activities that we've got in store for you throughout the summer. So first I want to tell you a little bit about us, what we do at the Greater Peoria EDC. You might not have heard of us, and that's okay, but we work throughout Greater Peoria to develop our economy. So basically, we want to make sure that Peoria can continue to be a great place to live and work, and we also want to make it a better place to live and work. So within that goal, we divide up into two categories, which are business growth and workforce development. So business growth, you can probably guess what that is. But I work with the workforce development. So I work with the Greater Peoria Pathways strategy, and basically what we do in that strategy is we get into schools, working with kids, and making sure that you guys are prepared for your lives after school, so you can find jobs that will hopefully allow you to stay in Peoria. So as part of this goal, we've collaborated with the Mayor's Summer Youth Program to incorporate career development activities into the program. So every Thursday, you'll be getting a nice little break from your normal work, and you'll head out into the community to experience some of your potential careers firsthand. So first, I want to talk a little bit about career exploration. So you might be asking yourself, what's so important about career exploration? Also, what is career exploration? So there are a lot of good reasons that you should be really excited to have the opportunity to head out into the community and experience some of these careers firsthand. Exploring careers now while you're in high school gives you a real advantage because in addition to the obvious benefits like gaining work experience and getting paid, you're also gaining valuable information about a lot of careers that can help you make some of the choices that you'll have to make in the next few years. And making choices armed with information is a much better idea than making choices with no information, especially these choices because college is expensive. Trust me, I just graduated. But yeah, so with that in mind, we develop programming that will allow you to learn about some of the in-demand careers in our region and help you make these informed decisions. So we're going a few places this summer, and I do not have time to talk about every single one of them, but I'm going to tell you about a couple that I think are pretty cool. So the first one is Caterpillar Technical Center. I'm sure you've all heard of Caterpillar, but you might not have heard of their technical center, which you'll be visiting in a few weeks. So the Tech Center is the heart of Caterpillar's product development and global technology division. So in simpler terms, they design Caterpillar's machines. So there's so much state-of-the-art technology being made at the Tech Center and happening there. And it ranges from more efficient engines to virtual reality. So one thing I did want to point out right there on the bottom left is this thing, it's called a virtual reality cave. So basically it's a complete immersion into a virtual reality simulation. So how they use it to test their machines before they're built. So they can get, I have no idea how it works, but they get all of their machine programmed into the cave so that they can test run it before it's ever been built. And so they say if it's broken in the virtual reality cave, they can fix it for $1. But if it's broken after it's built, it costs them $1,000. So it's really a great way for them to make sure that their machines are working before they build. So that's going to be really exciting, I think. Another one I want to talk about is the Jump Simulation Center. And you actually saw some of this in the video we watched earlier. So the Jump Simulation Center is at OSF, and it's state-of-the-art technology, and it's been recognized as one of the top 20 medical training simulation centers in the entire world, right here in good old Peoria. So basically, the center is dedicated to providing healthcare professionals training on simulated patients. So they can perform surgeries on these very lifelike models of human bodies. I call them mannequins, but that's not the correct term. I don't know what it is. But so they get to practice doing these surgeries in a much lower stakes environment because obviously if you make a mistake on one of these, it's not nearly as big a deal as doing it on a real person. But also, they use the center to develop new treatments. So I did want to share this story of the 3D printed heart, which you can see right there on the top right. That's right? Yeah. So that's a 3D printed heart. That's an actual replica a child's heart that they used a scanner to make the replica of. And so with this replica, they were able to model a treatment specifically for this child, and they later performed it on him. And it was a new treatment. It had never been done before, and it saved his life. So it's really cool stuff that's happening right here in Peoria. So yeah, as I'm concluding, I just want to thank every single one of our hosts. There are a lot more than I've talked about today, and you can read that very long list. But and also all of the organizers of this program, especially Mayor Artis, the Public Works Department. And I also want to give a shout out to my dear friend Jamila Wilson, who has been responding to my emails for the past few months. And I really appreciate everything that she's done for this program. And she's worked so hard, and I think we're going to have a great summer because of it. So yeah, I think it really is going to be a really exciting summer. Thank you for listening.
All right, good morning. Good morning. It's not afternoon yet, but we're getting close to it. So as Nathan indicated, my name is Jamila Wilson. I'm also new to the Mayor's Youth Program, but really excited. Actually, a couple of years ago, I did have a chance to work with a group of the Mayor's Youth Program, I think in 2016, to do some agriculture, urban ag work. So this is really exciting that I get to work more directly with you guys this year. If you would refer to your agenda, because we are on time, right? What time is it? Anybody? It's 10:45? Perfect. So we actually we're a little bit early. So I think this would be a great opportunity, because do you guys know each other? Have you vaguely? Well, at minimum, can we spend the next 15 minutes each person standing up, saying your name, what high school you represent, just minimum. So we'll start with that. And I'm pointing all the way to my absolute right. So let's do that really quickly. And definitely want to enunciate and be loud. My name is Tara Johnson. I'm from Neighborhood Activities. Excellent. Thank you, Tara. Human Resources Department. So we're going to have Mr. Ed Hopkins coming up to talk about our general safety rules. And Ed, do you have some documents? That sounds perfect. That sounds great. So if you're not familiar, the bathrooms are going to be right outside the doors, and you may want to maybe step outside, get a little bit of heat, and then bring